And there's nothing I hate worse than men that don't act like men.
Dana White just made a cover of Time magazine, but why does the most powerful promoter of masculinity suddenly look fragile?
Run that shit back.
UFC President Dana White is on the cover of Time magazine, which makes sense, since he is gonna bring what was once called human cockfighting to the White House lawn.
We're having a big fight.
It could perhaps also have something to do with his close friendship with Donald Trump. They have been supporters of each other for a long time. When no one else dared to touch the sport that was once seen as a barbaric blood sport, Donald Trump let the UFC stage fights in his Taj Mahal casino in Atlantic City. And in turn, when no one dared to touch Donald Trump after January 6th, Dana gave him a spotlight and the best seats in the house. And now Dana White has landed the spotlight of spotlights, the cover of Time magazine, the magazine who crowns the person of the year. And in some ways this is how you photograph a statesman, portrayed in profile, dark background, serious expression, his face burdened by the weight of history. At first glance he might look like a mob boss, but at the same time it doesn't look like a power portrait. If we looked up, he would look more like a historical figure thinking about the future or the past. But he's looking down, and his mouth is slightly open. The lowered gaze and the hanging jaw makes him look burdened. This is not triumphant imagery. Other photos show him enjoying his power more, smoking cigars, showing off his guns. But why does he look so miserable on the cover? He's looking like he's having intrusive memories or something. So why does the cover look like this? The most controversial quotes from these articles are about mental health, actually. Dana White's philosophy is that, as a man, you should never show weakness publicly. Talking about it publicly, I just feel like it opens the door to make young men think that it's okay to just fucking go, "Oh, I'm having mental health issues," White says in a mock whiny voice. Handle it behind closed doors. Don't show that weakness to anybody. And why? Why shouldn't you talk to anyone else about your feelings?
Every day when you wake up as a man, you are responsible for your family. If you start breaking down mentally, what does that do to your kids when they see that? What does that do to your wife?
I wonder, would it freak kids out more to see their dad cry than to get pounded senseless?
Come here, baby. I'm okay. Daddy's okay, baby. Daddy's okay, baby. Come on, I'm okay. I feel good. Daddy feels great. I'm okay, baby. If you're the type of person, you're a man that needs to get therapy or do whatever, then you do that on your own and you do it, but you stay this strong figure inside the family.
He's actually not saying that you're not allowed to have mental health issues. He's just saying that don't show them publicly.
Is it a sign of weakness, in your opinion, if a man is mentally talking about and...
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no other way to look at it.
So isn't there a contradiction here? Isn't this cover the opposite of what he's promoting, actually? The man who is anti-weakness. He's looking like he's behind some closed door, going through some shit. I mean, this picture would fit perfectly into a mental health awareness campaign.
Are you experiencing severe mental anguish?
So the reporter from Time is hanging out with Dana White as he's planning the UFC White House event, and he makes it clear many times that he's not worried about anything. I don't sleep a lot, but it's not because I'm worried about anything. It's because my life is so fucking awesome. I would like to have that on a mug. There's just one thing that Dana White keeps bringing up that he seems to be a bit anxious about. Insects. Strange as it may sound, White talks about insects several times in our conversations. The UFC has had only one outdoor fight in its history, in Abu Dhabi in 2010, and it was humid and apparently buggy. Imagine fighting and you got bugs flying in your mouth, in your nose. And then one of the fighters is quoted, Justin Gaethje, who's fighting on the card in White House. "There could be a snake in the middle of the cage. I won't even see it. Whatever bug bites me will bite him." That quote is so revealing for me. The goal isn't to avoid suffering, it's to prove that you can absorb more of it than a man across from you. Maybe the UFC isn't about a dominance fantasy, but a martyrdom fantasy.
You know, it's the cross we bear as men.
The fighters that are the most admired aren't the perfect fighters that never lose. It's those who are sometimes destroyed without breaking psychologically.
This sport has changed my life. I don't have emotions anymore.
Like in horror movies, you get to survive death safely from a seat with people around you. The UFC could be said to be an arena where men can safely rehearse the thing they fear the most. Not physical pain, but the fear of losing status, of being dominated, becoming limp, Forced to tap and admit that you're inferior to another man, looking weak in front of millions of people. Watching the UFC, the horror is to feel that that could be me, stripped of control. But then the fighter gets up and you get to feel, I survived that with him.
I'm him, guys.
You don't watch a horror film because you want to be terrorized. You do it because you want to survive something terrifying. The exhausting part is that that ritual never ends. As Judith Butler argued, masculinity is not a stable thing you simply have. It needs to be repeated, proven and reproven. It's a performance. And this is what Dana White happens to believe also.
There's nothing I hate worse than men that don't act like men.
Masculinity, as he understands it, can never be achieved permanently. Only defended, which means it's never actually settled. That's why Dana White looks so haunted in this photo, because he built an empire on a fear that never resolves. The fear that masculinity is something you can lose. A fight can prove it for one night, but never permanently. The performance starts again tomorrow. Unless you go to therapy. So in conclusion, no, it's not contradictory that he looks miserable on the cover of Time magazine. He's showing you exactly what he believes in. This is how you deal with pressure. You bite down. You walk into your dark grey closet, only a photographer from Time magazine with you, wife and kids banging on the doors, asking what you're doing, and then you go out and perform strength.
Anything about it that you're nervous about?
I'm never nervous. I just want it to be over, you know what I mean?
No.